Good evening, guys. The power of beautiful routines. So right now it's 10:30 p.m. here in Miami, and I've made a commitment to myself to make a YouTube video every day. And I find so much value in routine and consistency, in doing things that I love on a routine basis, because it always brings me back to this place of peace, to this place of love, to this place of habit. And if I don't have that in my life, then sometimes I feel like I can just be walking around aimlessly, not knowing where I'm going, why I'm going. So I found in my life that it's been really beautiful to become intentional with the activities that I am doing on a day-to-day basis, like making these YouTube videos, which really build into my personal growth. I also have a daily tracker that I do every single night where I outline all the things that are important in my life and the activities that I do on a daily or weekly basis. And I get to come back to those and continue to invest in those activities, like a daily run, like meditating, like making these videos. And I've noticed that as I do that, my energy consistently rises because I am always investing in activities that I really love, that bring me joy, that fill up my cup. And then that helps me do things that fill up others' cups, like make these videos and spend this time with you. Or just be in a good mood and really choose to inspire love into all those that I contact. So I'm very grateful for these routines. I'm really grateful for life. I'm grateful for my parents. I'm going to a Tony Robbins event these next 6 days. It's going to be wild, lots of energy, 12-hour days of personal growth, just really boom, high energy. It's going to be wild. And I still choose to make these videos. So at the end of these long days, or in the beginning of these long days, what's up, Justin? What's up? This is my buddy Justin Block, and we recorded a podcast, so that'll be coming out sometime soon. And we're going to Tony Robbins' Date with Destiny together, which is going to be epic. Gonna be a good vibe. Justin, what are you feeling right now? What's something that you've been learning recently in personal growth?
Learning put me on the spot here. I mean, we talked about it yesterday, 2 days ago, about having that vision for the future, but then also, letting go, but also being okay with expectations not meeting reality, and then also having a vision for the external, like material world, and then having the vision for your emotional home, which I think you're really good at already, but a lot of people aren't. And so how, like sort of what Tony talks about, like science of achievement, art of fulfillment, in a way, and finding clarity around both of those, like creating a map for both, and then finding a mentor, someone who can help you to like accelerate that path to get to where you want to go. And that's been really fun, and I've been learning a lot from my mentors, coaches. I feel like we've been learning a lot from each other.
Yeah, what I'm picking up is habits, like good. And I was just talking about this before, but you were talking about working on your emotional home, right? Like where you live emotionally. So a lot of us are working on our external world. Oh, I want the money, the relationship, the this, the that. But sometimes people forget about the emotions that you feel on a day-to-day basis.
The hairy chest.
the hairy chest. Sometimes people forget about the hairy chest, and we just gotta. Sorry, guys. We're keeping this PG rated because we're talking about personal growth here. I'm gonna get banned on YouTube. But on a back to the personal growth and the emotional home, and I feel like a beautiful way that I've invested in this home is, I mean, first of all, just content, absorbing knowledge. Like we're going to this Tony Robbins event, this 6-day event that 12 hours a day. It's gonna be wild. So taking these opportunities to learn from mentors like Tony, read books, listen to YouTube videos, like you're watching this one right now. You're investing in yourself by watching this and participating in this conversation that we're having. So continuing to do those activities, but then creating daily habits and routines. Like Justin, we have this Blisscipline challenge that we're doing. 30 days, you do something every single day, something that you love. And Justin's Blisscipline is reading every day. Is it just reading period, or is it reading in personal growth?
10 pages of a like personal growth / like business book every day. So I'm reading more of a negotiation book right now called Getting More.
Mm-hmm.
Great book. Mm-hmm. And I'm only on page like 40, but I feel like I'm like studying it, so I'm like, it's taking me a long time. Usually I'm a pretty quick reader. Mm-hmm. So I'm like going back and like the whole page is underlined, and I'm reading. Like when I'll start the next day, I'll like go back and reread what I read the day before. And it's great. But yeah, no, it's been cool to, I've always been pretty consistent with it, but obviously now with the challenge, I gotta be consistent with it. So it's been fun. So I did that this morning before we left. I got the book with me now, so I'll have to do it. I'll have to find time tomorrow with, again, with our 12-hour day, then we'll go back and see what happens. But yeah, no, it's gonna be a fun 6 days. It's gonna be awesome. I'm excited.
Yeah, I was just saying, when you're walking down, like, we're gonna be doing 12-hour days, but I still choose to make time to make these videos every day. So it's staying consistent with those habits, right? Sometimes life throws curveballs. Sometimes you're busy. Sometimes you've got a whole lot of responsibilities, but I always find it so important that we take care of ourselves, that I take care of myself no matter what. So making sure that I stay on habit with these routines. And even if sometimes I fall off a day or two, right? Like I do 2-mile runs every day, but I think the past day or two I've missed. I think I didn't do today. I didn't do yesterday. But getting back on that habit, don't let that fall off stop. So continuing to invest in these, and that's how I feel like I've continually built this emotional home, because every day I have habits, right? Tony Robbins talks about change your physical state, and that's how you change your emotional state. So having that good habit of exercise, right? Like, are you exercising? Are you eating well? Are you reading? Are you meditating? Feeding your mind, listening to good content, like Justin's reading 10 pages a day. Are you learning?
Mentors, coaches, it's all
mentors, coaches.
I think we talked about this in the podcast, but it's like a muscle. Like if you don't use it, you're gonna lose it. So like use it or lose it, basically. So you have to. It's an everyday thing. And if you fall off the path, like get back on. But if you stay off for a while, you try to come back. It's like being in the gym, right? You're consistent with the gym and you're just crushing it. And you stop for 2 weeks and you try to go back and hit the same bench press. You're not gonna be able to do it because the muscles are weak again. So sometimes it's challenging, like you said, but if it's a priority, you'll make it happen. Yeah. And I think this stuff for us is a priority, so we are making it happen. Yeah. But yeah, no, you gotta every day.
I love it being a priority, because it's like
it's fun.
It's
challenging,
fun.
But it's fun.
It's fun, and I see the results, dude. It's like I see the results in the emotional home.
You're progressing.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking about this in a video like a day or two ago, but Mike Posner,
rapper, musician.
So Mike Posner says that, and he's a very like optimistic guy. Like he sings music about positivity and helping the world, and he radiates beautiful energy. But he said that a lot of days he wakes up and those old habits are waiting for him. The laziness, the depression, the anxiety, those are all right around the corner if you don't actively make that choice to invest in yourself. And I found that the same for me. Like some days I wake up and I feel anxious. I could feel overwhelmed. But I actively make that choice every single day to get up, to do the run, to do the meditation, to do decrees, to do the personal growth work. And after just doing a little bit of that stuff, like all of a sudden, boom, my mood is like through the roof and I feel great. And so really it is like a muscle of going to the gym. Like if you don't work that muscle and then you look up like a few months later and you've put on 10 pounds, like don't be surprised, right? How'd I gain it? Like, why am I unhappy? You know, like you might say like, why am I unhappy? And it's like, well,
There's no intention or awareness behind it.
Yeah.
Behind anything.
Yeah.
But like back to your point about the waking up thing, I think that's interesting because like that's I totally resonate with that. But lately what I've been doing, and again, it's more work than I feel like it is fun, but it's also fun, but going to bed and being intentional about like visualizing what you want and like my coach says like go to bed with a smile, wake up with a smile. So like really being intentional, like not just going to bed thinking about nothing, like you're thinking about your future, what you want, and like that brings that good energy and like that good feeling. And so you wake up the same. So go to bed champion, wake up champion. It's like something he also says. And so like doing that, like you can't just like let your head, sometimes my head hits a pillow and I just like, I'm thinking about whatever and I go to bed and I notice a difference in how I wake up. But like when I'm intentional about,
dude, let's go.
When I'm intentional about like how I go to sleep and I wake up in a better mood, obviously like.
So what are you thinking about when you go to sleep or feeling?
Well, I'm visualizing what I want. Like I'm visualizing multiple things that I want for my life and my future.
What's one of the big things that you choose
to visualize?
Yeah, like that you visualize on a nightly basis. Like what's one of the biggest visualizations that you've been having lately?
Waking up to the sunrise on the beach from my house, just like in really good shape. Like again, like sort of the theme of waking up here. You wake up just feeling awesome, excited for the day. So like sort of visualizing a day. It's all sort of like, it's a different day, but waking up, working out, jumping in the ocean, hanging out with my family, stuff like that. You know, doing awesome business deals and, you know, having awesome calls. You know, maybe I'll have a call like for philanthropy or something like that, and then I'll go, you know, cook. I don't know. It's whatever like seems sort of fun. I'm just like that future me is having an awesome time. And I'm like, that makes me smile going to bed.
Let's go.
And so stuff like that. But I've noticed like when I wake up, definitely a difference if I'm intentional versus when I'm just going to bed, right? And I think it really does work. It's work, like I said. Like it's not just gonna happen the first day. It took me probably like a week or two to like really feel it, but after like I felt it a little bit, I was like, okay, there's something here. But it's easier said than done, because sometimes you're just like, I just want to go to bed, but like you got to sit there and like remind yourself to do that, and then you wake up differently. And so I've seen it work for me. I think that's, again, it's relatively new that I've been doing this, but when you brought that up, and also too, I think sometimes when you do wake up and you're not feeling that great, like that's normal, but like what I used to tell myself was like, for the first 20-30 minutes of the day, it's just like not who you are. Like you're waking up groggy, like not in the best mood. Give yourself some time to wake up, and then like don't believe your thoughts for the first 30 minutes of the day, and then like get after it. But like sometimes it just happens, you know. But again, being back to the intentionality of going to bed with a smile, wake up with a smile, I think that helps a bunch. And that's for me.
Go to bed with a smile and wake up with a smile. I love that.
That's what I'm about to go do, because I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
So I will see you in the morning.
Love you, man.
6 a.m.
Sleep tight.
All right, you too.
Go to bed with a smile, wake up with a smile. It reminds me of this podcast that I did with my buddy David Nudell, and he talks about waking up, and first thing he says in the morning in his mind or out loud is, thank you, God, for this opportunity to wake up. And so for me, if I wake up feeling anxious or off, like I instantly start going to that. I start going to, thank you, God, for allowing me to wake up. Thank you, God, for this opportunity. Thank you, God, for my health. Thank you, God, for this opportunity in life. And it sure is beautiful. Or my decrees that I've learned through Encompass Life. Me loves me proud of me. I inspire love and enthusiasm to all that I contact. Like these inspiring messages, and I say it over and over and over again until I feel it. Just like Mike Posner talks about. And yeah, I'm just learning a lot, and I am loving it. And trust me, the old emotions still come up, the old fear, overwhelm, whatever. But I know how to work with it because I've put the reps in. I've dedicated. I'm going to the gym, the mental and emotional gym. Let's go. But yeah, I'm having fun with it. Having fun with life. So I appreciate you for watching this video, for being on this journey together. Please don't hesitate to reach out and book a call with me, and so we can talk more about this, and so I can help you be a resource on your personal growth journey. I love you, and I'll see you on the next video.